At last, Ben Affleck reveals how he wrecked his marriage to Jennifer Garner. He acknowledges that his drinking, fixation on his job, and personal problems caused them to fall apart. His public outbursts and tension with his friends, coupled with rumors of cheating, made matters worse, despite Jennifer's best attempts to keep their relationship intact. Were they doomed to fail, or was their separation preventable? You'll be shocked to learn the true reason for their breakup. Hollywood considered Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner to be one of the perfect couple. Everyone was taken aback by their 2015 breakup. For a while, it appeared as though they would get back together, but in April 2017, they announced their divorce. Most people believe that Affleck is mostly to blame for the breakup. What then went wrong? Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner had a poor start in life. When Ben Affleck first made contact with Jennifer Garner, then married to actor Scott Foley, he was engaged to Jennifer Lopez. While Daredevil was being filmed, the two fell in love. Early in 2003, during a taping of Dinner for Five, Garner appeared to be flirting with Affleck. In a subsequent interview, Affleck stated, "That's where I found my wife. We fell in love on Daredevil, but most people dislike us because we met on Pearl Harbor." Naturally, they are both to blame. Garner isn't blameless, of course, but perhaps they both ought to have taken their time getting together rather than jumping right in. Ben Affleck typically has unhappy endings after marrying a woman his friends detested. There are reports in OK magazine that Matt Damon has no affection for Jennifer Garner. According to an insider, Damon advised Affleck that things might have turned out differently if his wife had relaxed a little. Matt believes that Ben's marriage was in trouble even before the nanny arrived. Damon wasn't pushing Ben to break up with him, but he thinks Ben would be happier with someone else. There was a lot of anger involved. Not just Affleck's friend Damon is said to have had arguments with his wife. Kevin Smith claimed to Yahoo Movies in July 2014 that Garner had essentially destroyed his friendship with Affleck. "We're not close. I haven't felt that way about him in decades. That's old Ben," he said. "Jennifer Garner, his wife, doesn't give a damn about me." That same month, Smith added, "Jennifer doesn't share my sense of humor. She didn't like my jokes during a stop on his Silent Bob Speaks tour. Since I've known Ben Affleck for a long time, I was making jokes about him." Jennifer responded, "I'm going to kick your ass if you keep saying things about him. Her sense of humor is very feminine, so she didn't realize I was kidding." Ben Affleck went back to drinking. Sources claim that although Ben Affleck attended treatment for his alcoholism in 2001, it was ineffective. In order to embody the puffy, hungover character Nick Dunn in Gone Girl, Affleck even revealed personal information. Even though he was aware of his own struggles, he would still drink. Perhaps this acting style would have been detrimental to him in real life. In January 2017, Affleck was seen with a detox nurse, and he later acknowledged in March 2017 that he had received treatment for his alcoholism. On March 14, 2017, he shared on Facebook saying, "I've dealt with alcohol addiction before and will continue to do so." He had completed treatment for the addiction. "My goal is to fully experience life and become the best father I can be. I want my children to understand that it's okay to ask for assistance and to be brave for anyone who requires it but is afraid to make the first move. I'm grateful for my family's and friends' love, especially for my co-parent Jen, who has supported me and looked after our children while I worked on myself. This is only the beginning of the process of improving." He disclosed he was in treatment approximately a month later, at which point he and Jennifer Garner filed for divorce. Ben Affleck's embarrassing Oscar acceptance speech, delivered while accepting the Best Picture award for Argo. Ben Affleck expressed gratitude to his spouse for repairing their marriage over 10 Christmases. It sounded weird, even if that was how he meant to be taken complimentingly. Why don't you say something like, "Honey, thanks for your support. Without you, I could not have completed this task. I adore you so much." Thank God, those are acceptance speech winners from Surefire, not the first. Then your agent, and perhaps include a cryptic remark about how marriage is similar to boat maintenance. Did Ben Affleck and his female co-stars get too close? Blake Lively wasn't interested in Ben Affleck at all, according to a source who spoke with me on a weekly basis while he was filming The Town. Rumor has it that he gushed about her in interviews as well. Jennifer Garner, a co-star with Affleck, may not be the only one to be concerned about the former Gossip Girl star. Jen was so concerned about Ben and Emily Radowski during Affleck's Gone Girl filming, according to a source who spoke with the National Enquirer, that she asked her friend Neil Patrick Harris to watch over them on set, in front of the paparazzi. Ben Affleck found it difficult to contain his rage. Ben Affleck found it difficult to conceal his distaste for the paparazzi, frequently appearing irritated or downright angry in pictures and videos, even after he was successful in getting California lawmakers to shield famous people's children from obnoxious photographers. His whole family is usually present, which is the problem. Rather than coming across as merely irritated by the cameras, he comes across as a crazy person who can't stand to take his wife and children to the farmer's market. Ben Affleck is no stranger to the spotlight. Ben Affleck and another guest on an episode of Real Time with Bill Maher got into a heated argument over divergent political opinions. Political discussions can get heated, but Affleck lost his cool badly. The video went viral, leading some to believe that Affleck may have a temper problem. Leaked emails from the Sony hacking scandal shortly after Affleck's appearance revealed that he had persuaded the show's producers to omit some allegedly unfavorable information about his ancestors from the episode. As a result, PBS decided to postpone the entire series. These circumstances don't necessarily point to marital problems, but they do show a guy who can get angry easily and isn't hesitant to use back-channeling to keep things private. Ben Affleck prioritized his career over maintaining his sobriety. Before he and Garner eventually called it quits, Ben Affleck was married and had a lot on his plate. He starred in Batman v Superman as Bruce Wayne, made a brief appearance in Suicide Squad, and filmed Justice League. In addition, he wrote, directed, and starred in Live by Night. He also began training to become Batman in the spring of 2017 and starred in The Accountant, with plans for a sequel. Affleck was described by a source as having a madman mindset and being similar to a 50s dad. He feels that the wife's role is to raise the children and maintain a lovely home, and that her top priorities should be work and supporting the family. Jen is under too much pressure to balance her own career and being a mother and father. When he's around, Ben is a great father, but he has a lot of extracurricular activities and personal problems to attend to. And Ben Affleck pursued his cinematic ambitions, which included winning a Best Director Oscar for Argo, while Jennifer Garner's career suffered. Jennifer Garner's career suffered as a result of her choice of lighter roles in films such as 9 Lives, Valentine's Day, Ghosts of a Girlfriend's Past, and the direct-to-VOD Butter. Garner told Us Weekly in March 2015, "I'm really happy for Ben because he's super busy. I just said, go for it, babe, do it all, do Gone Girl, do Batman, do The Accountant, do everything after deciding to stay at home this year." He says the same thing to me, but he's really busy. Still, we work things out when I need to work, so I'm happy for him. She also disclosed to Access Hollywood that, although she tried for a long time to hide it, she constantly struggles between the need to work and the need to spend time with her children at home. Before going public after their breakup, Affleck and Huz reportedly attempted to operate covertly behind their spouses' backs, according to a source who spoke with Radar Online. They never went out together for fear of being caught on camera, but they did have covert meetings at hotels in Canada and New York. They even hooked up abroad, the insider revealed, chatting over a covert email account while they were together on the Justice League set in London while Ben was doing a reshoot. Things with Garner improved after Ben pledged to improve his marriage, but he continued to see Lindsay behind closed doors. In the end, she was the one who destroyed any possibility of a reconciliation between Jen and Ben. Shookus was allegedly not very shaken when Garner confronted him about the affair. In fact, some of Ben Affleck's associates suggested that Shookus might be an adulterer. Director David Fincher cautioned that Jennifer Garner might have her hands full with Ben Affleck in the Gone Girl DVD commentary. Fincher remarked about a particular scene, "If I were his wife, I'd always be suspicious of whoever just called because he has a real talent for insinuating a conversation." Ben has a remarkable ability to carry on a phone conversation, particularly when he needs to hear the other person. So that his sister doesn't see it, he has to do these things quietly, like taking out and putting away his phone. Some people behave in that way, and it can be extremely obvious, but Ben is very deceptive, so perhaps that's why he handles things so subtly. I appreciate your time. Remember to hit the subscribe button on the channel and share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. I'll see you shortly.